What's poppin'? Appreciate it, Healing Oracle. Tapping back in for another day with another message. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. It's time. Time. It ain't the same. It ain't the same. No, it ain't the same being a man today. Waking up to the disarray. And it only seems to serve place for me. All of this, what they take from me, all this bullshit. I do not need it. I believe in magic because I've seen it. I see through the ego, you know already how it goes. I got a strong mind, strong girl from my head to my toe, back to my ego. These earthly habits, they got to get going. Let go of desires, but I truly let go of the fires that burn. I'ma feel them. It's so hard to be human with a desolate mind. I have lost all devotion over time. I'm in the path of remembrance, and I'm remembering fine. I've been off in this mind, only for one time, my time. Chatting to God, I'm worthy of His time. With all these struggles in my mind, trying to catch all the struggles in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Struggling in my rhymes, and I say struggling in my mind. It ain't the same being a man today. Which is just vibe with me, y'all. Happy Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Just vibe with me. It's not the same. It's not the same, y'all. Nah, nah. In the bastard's word, I see kids beneath the poverty line that feeding my senses. Food for thought is money well spent. Food for thought is money well spent. Social scenarios hollow like Cheerios. Never thought I'd be coming at your stereo, but here we go. My to y'all is spitting, you know. No, it ain't the same. I just want to get to a part, and then we gonna start. It's not the same being a man today. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, it ain't the same. I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying. It ain't the same being a man today as it was yesterday. Different. It ain't the same. Okay. Now I need to get a little closer with y'all here. I'm the little message here. No, it ain't the same being a man today. No, it ain't the same. It's not the same. When I say man, I mean human. Man, woman, human, right? Human. Remind, remind, rewind and remind. Rewind to remind being a man today. What's poppin', everybody? I'm Empress J, the Healing Oracle, and I'm tapping in for another message for another day, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I hope you woke up feeling happy, healthy, wealthy, beautiful, wonderful, handsome. You know what I'm saying? Ascending, just like, like feeling better. Like, cause them, like having that weight on our soul and on our heart is heavy. It's disgusting after a while. It's uncomfortable, right? Even when we start to heal, we start to see ourselves in a different kind of light. And it's not always the best light right away. But what I want to say is like being a man today, being a woman, being human, you got to face it all. You know what I'm saying? You got to be okay with the shit you don't like, the shit that you could work on, the things that you love about yourself. Like, be okay with it all, right? Food for thought is money well spent. So the more you learn, the more you grow, the more you know, the more wealthy you are inside. Wealth is measured in different ways. The wealth that remains forever is the wealth that you have of self, the wealth of knowledge, right? Feed your senses, feed your senses, feed your senses. Like feeding yourself the knowledge that you need to grow, to understand life as you know it, so that you could be a healthy man today, healthy woman today, right? Being a man today is going to be different than who we needed to be yesterday. Like, would you be and could you be a good person today or what? Like, but continue to work on yourself by continuing to acknowledge the parts of yourself that need work, that need reassurance, that need security, okay? So that you can operate at your best self. And so that you can operate as your highest self, right? That is what we need to constantly be working on. It don't matter what people think of you. And what matters is what you think of you and what you're willing to do with and about your thoughts of self. Okay, how much you're willing to work on cultivating a new way of being. Like that's really how it's supposed to go down. Like at this point, so we're going into a new moon, okay? We're in Sagittarius season, so that means that we're tapping into a new moon on 12/12, which is going to be a portal, a new portal. But we'll talk about the new portal in a separate video. What we're going to talk about today is the new moon and what you can do to like really use this energy for your highest and greatest like good, okay? Because every time we're going through a new trine, a new portal, a new, energy source, right? A new way of God giving us more energy and more like a bit more of the ability to tap into higher consciousness, right? So you need to be making sure that you're reading, feeding yourself, feeding your soul, feeding your mind, music, food, books, things that are going to help you elevate. Omitting the things that keep you in a lower vibration. Okay. Um, I got to go. Spirit don't play about us. Spirit don't play about us. And before the damn new moon, listen, okay? For us, the energy starts 3 days before the new moon, up to 3 weeks. Okay, so expect this energy right now. If you're going through some things that have been a little weird, first of all, it's been a Mercury retrograde, so that means everything that needs to be worked on or assessed again is at the surface level, so you can deal with it, right? Boom. So we're dealing with that. So if you've been seeing some things that don't feel so good, some things that don't feel so right, it's because spirit wants you to pay attention to these things because you get ready to go through a new moon. So going through the new moon, we want to be utilizing that energy correctly. So we have to deal with the things that like the areas in our life that we need expansion on, right? So boom, that's what the Sagittarius New Moon is going to do. But we're also in a Mercury retrograde, so that is actually spirit God, benevolent ones, higher beings, giving us the ability to look at without having to dig on our own. They're showing us areas that need work, right? So that as we go through the new moon, we could truly access this energy correctly. So if you already know what you need to work on, then as you're going through the new moon, Sagittarius are fiery and they're all about movement and they're about action. So you can use this time to deal with the things that are not allowing you to live at your highest, point with yourself. Things that keep you down or stuck or like in a bad energy, like feeling like less, those things you have to look at right now. Okay, it's not to like keep you there, but it's so that you can see where you have areas and room to move and grow, right? That's a beautiful thing. That's why spirit fuck with us. Spirit love us so much, right? They like, I want to show you where you could get better at because you about to go through something. So I want you to be able to see what you got going on so you could work on this so you could like expand in a fiery way, in a strong way. You know what I'm saying? And so beforehand, they give me a playlist of the music that they want me to play leading up to what we are going to be, the energy we're going to be in. So 3 days before, up to 3 weeks. So things that you've been seeing, things that you've been like feeling, it's time to deal with them. Get your journal out. Get your pencil, your pen out, and get ready because we have to do some journaling. There's a lot of things that we can work on right now that will help us be able to utilize the next energy that we're going into at our best, like so that we can get even better, right? Everything is bringing us to be our best, best, best. Like if you utilize this time and all this that God has given us, then we can't fail. There's no room for failure. There's no such thing because God won't let it happen. God would never let you fall if you doing your work, and you don't fall if you don't. You just have to keep dealing with different things until you learn your lesson, and some people just never learn it. But if we are paying attention to what's going on with like new moons, old moons, and then we learn what we need to do at that time, then we can do our best to be our best, and we could do what God wants us to do with that. That's why we have to pay attention to it. That's why He brings it to our attention so that we can deal with it. I said all that to say that, okay? So, anyway, Alright, where's our little playlist at? Okay, so here we go. Oh, sorry, y'all. I be doing it too much. And I love it. And, okay. There's also going to be the ability to work with 3 different signs right now as we're moving through this new moon, okay? And the word for this new moon is going to be expansion. And what areas do you need to expand in your life, in your consciousness, internally? Everything that we're talking about is going to be internal. You know, I've helped you deal with you because that's the only way we could get through anything. We got to deal with ourselves. So, in what ways do you need to expand on like your vision for yourself for next year, right? So, where have you been this year? What have you done this year up to now? Like, what have you accomplished already? First of all, so because we have to, okay, we're going to deal with the Sagittarius energy. We're also going to deal with Aries a bit and also Pisces in this new moon, meaning your fiery side, Aries with like the architect, that's what spirit just said, the wanderer, the newness, young. You're gonna still be feeling like young still at heart, right? Pisces, your emotions, you're gonna be dealing with them. You're gonna be able to expand in your emotions, right? In your intelligence of your emotions of where you should be with them. What you want to be feeling with your emotions. Aries, where can you expand in your life? Aries is new. They fearless. Like, where can you be fearless in yourself, in your life? And also Sagittarius, fiery. You know, they got that fire spirit. So where can you be fiery in yourself, right? So what boundaries can we push in ourselves to help us expand in this time, right? In these areas, our emotions, our vision and for our life and ourself, right? Career wise, however you see it. And where could we be stronger with like who we are, like, you know, I love Sagittarius energy. It may not always be the same for me, like, because I'm, you know, the connection together is a little distinct, but I love a good Sagittarius in the energy because they real good. Like, they cool with themselves. They know who they are, but they snappy, but in a good way, right? They're fun. So where could you be more fun with yourself? Where can you expand in that area of like taking it more easy on yourself, but more like standing in more of your power of your fiery side. So expanding on doing more outside of your box, the realm that keeps you comfortable, because we ain't staying comfortable. Like, we not fucking being comfortable. Comfortability is fearness. Like, it's fear. It's being fearful. So we don't want to be fearful anymore. So we want to break down our fear side. So like when we are not allowing ourselves to truly be ourselves and truly step into all of these different beautiful energies, especially the fiery side of us, because we all have a placement somewhere with this Sagittarius. And check out where your placement is at too. The Sagittarius placement, that's going to matter for you because it's going to be in the area where you could work on, and it's going to be easy to work on that because that's where you're going to be heightened. Sagittarius, that's where we're at. That's the energy that's everywhere now. So you could tap into that easier depending on what area, you know, what house is in for you. So just be paying attention with that. Um, okay, journaling. We want to make sure that we're writing down where areas we're grateful, like where we have been at this year. So what have we already tackled? Like, if you've gotten to the point where, first of all, if you have the energy like, I just realized I really need to go through some stuff, boom, you're somewhere. Okay, you just hit a mark that is a big deal because a lot of us take most of our life to realize that we need to get that part. So be grateful for that. That's something you could write down. What other areas of yourself have you expanded in or been willing to? What have you done this year? Like, what are you grateful for having done for yourself this year? Like, let's write that down, okay? Because we got to be in an energy of gratefulness. Got to be in an energy of gratefulness so we can continue to pull in the things that are making us feel better, the things that are going to help us, okay? A lot of self-reflection, a lot of reflection, gratitude, reflection, and hold on, y'all. Gratitude, reflection. I have so much, so please be writing some of this down. Dang it. Okay, so we're just gonna go with that right now. I thought I wrote it down. Gratitude, reflection. No, that's what I have. List the things that would worked out well. With your gratitude, and then reflect on that. Okay, what are you grateful for, right? What areas can you improve on at this time? Where can you expand within yourself? What can you do to make this time be the best for you? Like, what areas within yourself have you still not tackled certain boundaries, right? Where have you not truly been honest? Okay, so we need to work on our trust issues at this time with ourselves first, because we do everything with self first, and then that helps us to do it with other people. Just like a projection, it starts with self, right? So if we're always projecting something, so we want to make sure that we're projecting something good, a healing energy, right? So with that being said, like, what areas this year, right? Gratefulness, but what areas have you needed to improve? Like, being honest with yourself. What areas within yourself do you still need to work on? Okay, I got a lot of stuff I still need to work on. My attitude, I'm doing a lot better, but I still need to work on certain things, right? And I'm grateful for having gotten to where I'm at with myself right now. Like, and I said I had a playlist, I ain't putting that on. So it's like, grateful for having, went through the things that have brought me here, but also still understanding that I need some more work. The song yet. Okay. So, reflecting good things. Okay, good things happen. What good things happened to you? What things worked out great this year? What didn't work out this year? What do you want to work on for next year? Okay. I said, wake the fuck up, cause it's been too long. Waiting, Queen, what's your name? I be the gypsy, bring the right light game from the right brain. Ascension maintained, I'm rolling through like a burning flame, like a supernova star. She be the light when they in the dark. Okay. Okay, so if you got, we're in the day and age of technology. Pay attention to your technology also. It's going to be acting a little wonky right now, right? If you need to do updates on your phone or your laptop computers, make sure you're doing that, because if not, it may not go the best for you. Okay, so go through your journals, go through your pictures, go through your year, your life. See where you've been. Do a little thing for yourself, a collage to see where you've been at, and really reflect on that and be grateful for it. Okay, boom. I'm the envy of the women and I rule the men. Two fish. How do you see your true self? How do you see yourself today? And how do you want to see yourself tomorrow and next year, 24, right? Where do we want to go now, next? We jumping on the spaceship and we going somewhere else. So where we going? Okay. Where and what areas is your vision limited within self, okay, and for self? Where are you limited? Where are your boundaries rigid and they need to be worked on more so that they can be more mutable? You have to be able to be okay, it's not always easy to adapt. Change is not easy, it's not fun, but it is necessary. Change is good and it's necessary, and it's you have to be open to it. So where are you limited and where don't you want to change? Where can you work on things with self, for self? Um, Heal your trust issues. We need to work on our trust issues right at this time. Like, it's going to be an easy time to be able to heal the trust within ourselves. Where have you not felt that you trusted yourself because you trusted somebody that hurt you? So you stop trusting and believing that you make good decisions. Where have you in yourself done that? That put a blocker for you, like, to not believe in your decisions. Go and heal that. Know that it's okay. Like, it's not your fault. Like, a lot of times we have to go through these things because we need to understand what boundaries are, how we use them, right? But don't be rigid with them, because then that blocks all the stuff that you need. God don't want you to block the good. You don't need to block all the bad either, because that teaches us things. But when you're strong within yourself, right? When we're really strong with ourselves, a lot of things just don't affect us. So where do you need to be more mutable? Where do you need to adapt a little bit more within yourself? Like, where do you need to change within yourself moving forward for next year? Because that is going to be those areas where you're limited at, is where your vision is not going to be able to flourish. So you have to be able to keep your mind open and your vision clear and clean. Push past your boundaries. What do you truly want from yourself, with yourself, and for yourself? What do you really want? Love everybody that's connected to us, but we can't do nothing for them if we don't do it for self first. This is how we teach self-reliance and self-awareness. What areas, excuse me, do you need to continue to work on within yourself and in your life? Trust the process and find so find the way that love looks to you now. Find the way that things work for you now. What do you need moving forward? Like, you know now, like, write that down, journal that. What have you accepted before that you will not accept anymore? I'm big on it. What will you not accept no more? From yourself, from other people, from situations, from circumstances. Let's get deep with this shit. Like, what ain't we dealing with no more? We got a couple days, couple days left. What? It's 12/9. We got some days left. Like, what are we not dealing with no more? Writing it down. Being honest with self. Now, then that's leaving us room for what we want. We gotta get rid of the stuff we don't want, so we got some space. You know what I'm saying? We need some. I need you to have some space because we got some good shit coming, but we need space. How can you see if something is great for you if you don't have not dealt with the areas in yourself that made you not know what was good already for you? Like, we got to deal with that stuff, and then we got to deal with, like, trusting ourselves again, so we can trust our decisions, and we can trust this process, and we can trust the journey, and we can trust that everything, all things are leading us home to self, to remembering. That's what it was. Thank you, Spirit. It was reflection, right? It was okay. They said they want me to see this review, reflection, and whatever the last one was. But that's what's going on in this retrograde. See, you see how my mind just is going even more, go everywhere more than normal because it's the retrograde, right? You got to make sure you're paying attention to yourself. Like, and the transportation, tech issues, and communication. Be careful with what you're saying, how you're saying things, and how you're moving forward with your mouth, right? Having more discipline with yourself. Knowing what that looks like, not being rigid. Discipline is everything. Discipline is a beautiful thing. That's where you find your freedom. So the more you, boom, self-discipline equals self-freedom. So when you become disciplined in yourself, the things that you want, don't want, the boundaries, the way you want things to look, the way you want to be perceived. Give a fuck what people say, what they think. How do I want to be perceived? How do I want to be seen? That's what you're going to see. How I want to be seen. How you take it is a you thing. But our communication has to be in par and in line with the assignment that we have moving forward and who we want to be seen as today and tomorrow, not who we was. That shit don't matter no more. Once you start to heal, you start to get better. So you start to trust yourself more. You trust the process. You trust all the good things, right? But this is after the reviewing. This is, after the understanding. And at this time with this retrograde, like, be careful with your communication. Be careful what you say because you want to make sure you're saying the right things. And if you don't know what to say, don't say nothing. Like, if you feel like you're all over the place, like I just was, especially within the next few days to 3 weeks, opt out to say nothing. Wait a minute. I'm big on being quiet. I'll say something later. Like, I don't have to say it right now. We don't even got to discuss it right now. Like, we could wait. You know what I'm saying? So some things can wait. What can wait? So you can think about it. So you can say the right things. Don't just be hasty and say anything. I'm going to just play this because I like this song. And this is by Oshun. The last song was by Erykah Badu and on. And then before that was Green Tea Pang. What was that? It Ain't the Same. Nah, It Ain't the Same. And that was her live. So Green Tea Pang, It Ain't the Same, and Erykah Badu and on. So this is about to be Oshun. It's called Milk. It's a little, I mean, yeah, I'm from the hood, like East Coast. And then hit this. Shorty came a long way from the spaceship. Shorty been lit. And her kids lit. Yeah, the vibe difficult, right? And then hit this. Shorty came a long way from the spaceship. Hey yo, mommy been lit. And her kids lit. Yeah, they really are. This is what I'm saying. That we gotta do this for the kids, though. This healing is for us, but it affects our kids, right? On a different mode. Make sure you're praying. When I pray, watch me get that shit in a million fold, man. My glow really glow. I got chills everywhere. My glow really glow. Remember that about yourself. Plus, I'm really old. Oh, all white body looking like milk. Sand on tilt. Yeah, that's just how I'm built. House already built. And I'm praying, I already felt. I ain't playing, pull up against built. Got a different chord and a different chord. I'm a different chord. Watch me get this shit a million fold. Shoot this pigeon toe, my glow really glow. Then I tell her back up. Had to run my rack. Living off the grid with my kid, can't track us. Hey. Look how I did what I did, that was practice. We made so much money, we don't need another match. Cross so many coasts and we done been around the atlas. Spin the world of the sides. Watch me build a world for my grandkids. That's the thoughts. That's what we gotta do with it. Watch me build a new world for my grandkids. You hear me? Let's do this. No more war, no more static. First, with self first. And them hip dips. Shorty came a long way from the spaceship. Now, mommy been lit. And her kids lit. Yeah, yeah. Vibe difficult in a different mode. And I pray my blood flows from a different mode. You know what I'm saying? When I pray, watch me get this shit a millionfold. Plus, I'm really old. Plus I'm really old, like in here in my soul, like plus I'm really old, like do you know your age, you know who you are, are you young, are you old inside, like in your soul, in your spirit, have you dealt with that? Like I know I'm old, I know I'm really old, like, and I'm connected to other old souls. Like when they say old soul, I mean like I've been around for a long time, so that means that like the more that we're understanding ourselves, the more we're allowing ourselves to remember who we've been. So we know who we need to be. That's the name of the game, you know what I'm saying? Okay, because at the end of the day, like everything is going to lead us back to who we've been. So, like, yeah, it's all about the ascension. It's all about the ascension. So, where do you want to go? Where do you want to be? Where have you been? Like, you know that yet? Like, boom, setting your new intentions, setting new goals for yourself, new things that you want for yourself next year, like new things, new ways of pushing past the boundaries, right? What you want, right? So discipline, okay, we want to be aligned with expansion, expanding on ourselves, opening up past boundaries that, like, if we've been hurt for a long time, we want to start like working on things that make us feel better. So like, okay, boom. For me, I was so afraid to be around a lot of people. I started putting myself in situations where I was around other people. And, I started out small. Like, having social anxiety is real, like, and being anxious. But that's all about being scared. It's all about being fearful of others, right? Because that's a part of ourselves that we haven't healed because of things that we've been through. It's time to heal that stuff so that you can go in rooms that you need to be in, so that you're not afraid to be yourself, so that you can be your full self, so it's like no barrier to you anymore, so that you know how to be yourself. Like, who is yourself? Like, so now we need to like keep pushing past that. So what is your intention this year on pushing past being in alignment with your expansion with these things that need to be worked on? So if we haven't been able to be around other people in a healthy way, how can we work on that now? That's something that we need to be consciously thinking about, because the help for self, it comes first with the thought of it and knowing what we're dealing with and what we need to work on. Being optimistic with things, open, knowing that it's going, and like I say all the time, it ain't going to all happen today, but it's the conscious decisions that we make today and the work we do today for the benefits for tomorrow, right? Being optimistic, staying open. Probably be thinking about Black Revolution, but building a team, sweet as can be, but don't fuck with me. Nobody seen Baba is what if you, she said fire sign, right? So that fire energy. Look, I'm here to inspire you. Hear how that energy she got. That's that fire energy. No, it's Richard Josiah. And my baby B resin. And we do that. Why are we bringing that fire? Because we do that. They be like. So 2024 is the year for more. So in which areas have you been boxed in by fear, and what can you work on with that? Like, where have you been scared? Where have you been fearful at? In what areas of self? We ain't even holding yourself back no more, so we're not going to be fearful or scared that we've been this way or of it. We're going to push past it, because if we can think it, we can dream it, we can do it. It's believable. You can do it. You thought about it, you could do it. If it's the energy you thought that you want to be in and it's a good one, you can get it. If it's something you want, you can have it. If you can think it, you can dream it, you can feel it, it's yours. You ain't thinking for nothing. Tubman, hey, where does Bond gotta watch what I say? Batter, that's my Eli Obey. Call me Tubman. I'm Harriet Tubman, live to 100 and something. Can't get there if I don't work on myself. Because I'll self-destruct if I need to heal and I can't heal because of things in my mind. Harriet Tubman lived to 100 and something. She was fearful of not doing her job. She was loving of God, like she believed and she trusted in him. She worked on that. Boundary pushing, new dreams, in which areas can I make conscious decisions that will push me to new heights, to new avenues in myself that I never thought possible before. Where can I move better? How can I move better? Like, better strategy now. Like, you done did the hard work, you know you needed to heal, you already got to this point, so boom, we align with our new expansion to self for next year. So what you will gain with hope, see. The vision that you desire, right, comes with the discipline that you are willing to give, the optimism that you are willing and able to hold, the gratitude that you keep for the things you've done and received, and the boundaries that you're willing to hold on to and push past. Discipline, optimism, gratitude, and boundaries. Reflection, reviewing, right? Kind of the same thing, setting intentions, and aligned with expansion. You might need to rewind this a lot, a couple times, once, I don't know, because I did say a lot, but be aligned with who you want to be next year. Be grateful for who you've been this year, the things that you've already overcome, the areas that you've already worked on, the places where you've already seen something new from yourself. Where have you pushed one envelope? Is there something that you've opened up recently and it started changing something? That's Be grateful for that. Write that down. Okay, so this is what we're writing down. In what areas do we need to be grateful for? The things that we've done already, like the discipline that we've had, the optimism, like what boundaries. So even in all of this, where do you need to work on that? So if your discipline is light, like let's get it strong, let's get it heavy. If you're not optimistic about what's new, what's coming, let's work on our optimism, because being optimistic is being faithful. It's believing in yourself. If you don't believe in shit else, believe in you and what you can do, who you can be, right? Who you are today, who you want to be, and what you can do with this life, right? You are everything that you need to be, like everything you preach yourself to be, you are that. Keep in alignment with that idea of yourself. And if you have not visioned yourself, healed, and in a new light, let's do it now. Because that's what we're doing, bro. Like, sis, like, let's expand our thoughts of who we can be past what anybody ever said. Sit with yourself, light a candle, some incense, some nice music. Go and dream somewhere for a minute. My Pisces, I dream for. I'll dream them in and start bringing that shit back to reality. I learned how to do that by sitting with myself, then aligning myself with my assignment, working on these things, getting disciplined with the vision on what I want to do, celebrating life on the daily, right? The more I do that, more they pay me. Elevation, I'm committed. This is how we stay committed to being elevated, working on ourselves, and being honest with ourselves, setting our intentions for what we want to see from ourselves this year, this month, right? If you want to see it, write it down. Yeah. I used to like the copper by the pound for my dogs. Keep some rose quartz around, yeah, right? For the hearts. Be confident wearing a crown. You are art, compassion, forgiveness, live more intention, speak life, give thanks, stay dedicated to ascension. I am all that I preach to be. I invite you all to take a leap with me. Astral projecting through frequencies. Let's vibe it out. Smoke this leaf with me, whatever you smoke, you know what I'm saying? Or if you don't, that's cool too. We could light this incense. But I invite you to take a leap with me. You know what I mean? Let's leap into the future. Let's be like our ancestors, the aliens. You know what I'm saying? Let's figure out who they was so we could go up to their heights. Right? Tap in, stay in tune with your cycle. Women, men. You know what I'm saying? Men don't got that same cycle, but they got a different kind of cycle. If it's not vital for your survival, let it go. What? Protect your energy, make time for yourself. You ain't gotta work for nobody else. Focus on your spiritual wealth. Finding your best today. That's a power play. Forgiveness, living more intention, speak life, give thanks, stay dedicated to ascension. Once stay up, your existence. Self love, yo. Be consistent. I'm all that I preach to be. I invite you all to take a leap with me. Okay? I should love this. Astro projecting through frequencies. We astro projecting through frequencies, and we about to go through another portal. So let's do this. Let's get through this work so that we can talk about this portal. Because now, once we start talking about this, we know what energy we're going through new, right? So this portal is going to take us there exponential time, like fast. We're going to talk about that portal as I get new downloads, but just let's work on where we, you know what I'm saying? Like you see me on my hands, like we working. Yeah, I'm seeing it and I'm feeling it, like we got this. You know what I'm saying? Like we got this. Discipline, optimism, gratitude, and boundaries, okay? That's what we're going to be working on at this time and aligned with expansion. Where can you get better? Like where can you open up more? You know what I'm saying? I love you, and I love you. Okay? So continue to take care of yourself. Continue to stay positive. Everything my sister said. This is Lizzie Jeff. This is called the Goddess Code. You know what I'm saying? Goddess Code, God Code, all one. You know what I'm saying? We're all humans. You know what I'm saying? So continue to be good. Continue to be good to yourself. No matter where you've been, let's work on where we at and where we trying to go. All right. So I love you and have a great rest of your evening until we speak again. Later.